Date Everything, a game where you can find the most beautiful, creative, and strangest characters. It's the one game that I've never been able just to have one favorite character. I mean, just look at them all. If you don't know what Date Everything is, it is a sandbox dating sim where your everyday furniture becomes people for you to build a relationship with the help of these classes, who of course is also a dateable character. The game did come out in June 17th of 2025, so 8 months ago. Now, I don't know about you, but I saw a lot of other artists drawing their own characters and OCs from objects after this came out, and I thought that it would be a fun challenge to complete. Both of these characters and the rest of my OCs are on Artfight and will be in the description, as well as all my other socials that I post art. Now, enough yapping, and let's actually get into the drawings. My original idea was to create a houseplant inspired character. I knew I wanted her heels to be plant pots with some vines growing up her legs, but beyond that, I really struggled to develop a design for her any further. I wasn't entirely sure what direction I was heading in, so I decided to look up some references for inspiration. That's when I realized that there was already a plant in Date Everything that I had completely overlooked. So because of that, I chose to switch directions completely. I decided to redesign her as a clock, and before you say it, I know there is already a clock in Date Everything. I chose to design her as a grandfather clock instead. Her name is Oakley. I originally wanted a more time-related name, but I really couldn't find one that felt right, so I went with Oak since she's made out of oak wood. And the O also works perfectly as a clock shape, which later becomes part of her signature. I imagined Oakley as very tall, so I gave her a long dress to really show off the base of the clock and emphasize her height a little bit more. I used a reference image heavily, especially for the clock hands, which I incorporated into her hair and the front of the dress. I also added some gears and a whole bunch of watches to make the theme more obvious and readable. I'm not the strongest at character design, but I did my best with this concept. Looking back, I think I could have leaned more into the traditional grandfather clock theme by making her appear probably slightly older. However, overall, I'm really happy with how she turned out and think she looks very elegant and polished.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Could you make something simpler? A stick or a coin or something?
Oh, come on. A little smile won't kill you.
For this design, I wanted to create a chessboard character. Knowing that a board game character already exists, this was going to be more specific towards one board game. That did change when I found a carousel music box in my little sister's room, and after that I found a similar one online. I decided to use it as my main source of inspiration. Instead of including the horses though, I focused more on translating the structure and the details of the carousel itself into the character design. Her outfit is inspired of the top of the carousel, especially the back of the dress, which rises upwards to match its stiff shape. Her striped legs are a reference to the poles that the carousel horses are attached to, and the bows and dot details were taken directly from my reference photo. I wanted her overall look to feel very bright and playful and fun. When I tell you I had the hardest time trying to color in her dress, I'm not very good at coloring clothes and it's obvious, and I really need the practice. There was something about her dress that took me forever, and I ended up spending 4 hours on this drawing because of it. Her name is Carla because it's the closest thing to carousel I could find. Overall, I'm really happy with how she turned out, and once I committed to the carousel idea, the design process felt just a lot smoother.
I'm so excited to meet you! Mad? Why would I be mad at my best friend? Wow! Wait! That thing sure is big! You want to climb it or something?
Now, this was my very first YouTube video, and I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you made it this far, thank you so very much for watching. Let me know in the comments which character was your favorite, or if you'd like to see more designs like this. Be sure to follow me on my other social media platforms where I post art pretty often. If you're interested in drawing either of these characters, they'll be available in my art fight along with some of my other characters that I'll be sharing very soon with y'all. I also have more videos planned that I'll be working on very soon, so thank you so much for watching, and y'all have a good one.